Hi there. Thanks for joining me. My name is Maggie, and I'm actually a singer by trade. But when COVID hit, I started to experiment with painting, and I've had a lot of fun doing a lot of poured paintings, and I'm starting to branch out into other abstract techniques as well. So I thought that I would start to share some of my artwork making process with you all. So thank you for joining me, and let's get started. Today I am going to make a 12 by 12 canvas using a Dutch pour technique. And the colors I'm experimenting with are some colors that were requested by a commission. And so I'm experimenting to see how the colors go together, which is what I like to do before I make larger works. So let's get started. Today, to make this painting, I'm using a technique called a Dutch pour. So the first thing that I do is I put down a layer of paint onto the canvas. This can be one color or several colors, and today I'm putting one solid color in a corner, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the canvas with white. I usually end up having white or black as my main color of a background. But I've also experimented with using colors as well. I'm using Liquitex acrylic paints, and most of these colors that I'm using today, I mixed myself to get specific colors that I wanted. And I have mixed the acrylic paint with Elmer's glue and water to get the viscosity or thickness that I want in the paint. And thickness was something I really experimented a lot with when I was first getting into liquid pouring and fluid art. And it's just really something that I think is a painter's personal preference as to how thick they like their paints. And sometimes I'll vary the thickness depending on what type of piece I'm doing or how large the canvas is. And here I'm using my hairdryer to blow out the rest of the paint, getting rid of any little fuzzies that fell on the canvas. So now I'm adding the colors. These were colors that were requested by the person who commissioned this painting, that it's going to be a larger work. And I've never really worked with this combination of colors, but I really like it so far, so we'll see what happens. And as you can see, I have dripped some white onto that red, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. So I've poured white along the edge so that when I use the hairdryer to blow the paint, it has somewhere to flow. And I also am going to blow the white paint over the colors so that the white has something to mix with. And also this helps in creating cells. You'll see how that works in a second. Now I'm going to blow it out. So once the paint's laid down, the process is actually very, very quick, as you can see. You can already see some little cells popping up. And I'm going to use my torch, which is just a creme brulee torch. And you can really see a lot of those cells popping up right now. And as the painting dries, those cells will grow. They'll get larger. And you don't want to over torch because it can make the paint dry funny or even crack, which I found out the hard way. So at this point, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I'll probably do some futzing around with the sides, make sure all the sides are covered with the white, and do some little touch-ups with the torch gun. But I'm pretty happy with it. It'll be cool to see how it dries. Like I said, I haven't used this color combination before, and because I mixed a lot of these paints myself, I don't exactly know how that orangey red is gonna dry. So I'm curious to see how it looks when it turns out. So I'm just gonna show you some close-ups here of the painting. You can really get a sense of how those cells have formed and how the colors are interacting with one another. That's just a patch of sun. I haven't quite got the lighting down in my studio yet. I really like how that red is poking through. That's really nice. So I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of the color combo? Would you have done anything differently? Share with me your ideas, and I'll see you next time.